Hey y'all, welcome to Fitting and Homemaking. Um, Today we're going to do something a little bit different because I am really struggling with motivation today. January has, and I'm actually going to do something I was taught Nora to do, is lean against the countertops. January has been the month of traveling sickness in my family. Um, if you hear me sniffing throughout this, I will try to edit out any of the sniffing sounds. Apologies. I'll do my best with that. My voiceovers have been taking a long time to edit because of that lately. However, y'all don't really care about that. So yeah, January, traveling sickness through my family. I am at the tail end of feeling pretty crap myself, but I think I'm finally getting better. And today is the first day I don't have to clean up pukey clothes or linens or anything like that since, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days now. So that's good news. But I'm also pretty exhausted. And as you can tell, my kitchen is not the best right now. And that goes through for a lot of areas of my house. And since I really don't want to do it. It's very cold today. It was like 18 degrees this morning when I dropped off the kids at daycare. And then I got home and Max, our dog, really wanted to go for a walk right then. So I was able to get him for a walk around the neighborhood. That was not super pleasant. I know a lot of folks up north are dealing with much colder temperatures, but I live in central North Carolina and I've lived in the southeast now for almost 20 years again now. I did grow up in the Midwest for the most part, but I have definitely acclimated to warm, humid weather. So the cold, kind of damp, feels very, very cold. We're actually maybe going to get a minuscule amount of snow overnight tonight. So that's maybe a little exciting, but I feel like if it's going to be this cold, we need to have snow as a reward for it being this cold. So anyway, sorry, like I said, I'm still recovering and my brain is a little bit everywhere, but this needs to get fixed and there are other areas of the house that need to get fixed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if the timer method will work for me. I don't typically do that. Just because I'm someone who doesn't like to leave things unfinished. Like it really bothers me. So we're gonna try it. I'll try setting the timer on my phone. However, I did just make some water. Well, I didn't make water. I boiled water in my electric kettle, and I think I'm gonna have some of this Francesca Bridgerton tea because I like it a lot. And I've already had my caffeinated tea, and just that's where I am right now. I think I need something warm. I'm very cold. All I want to do is curl up, maybe on the couch and hibernate. And that's just not an option. Maybe I said that before. I don't know. This intro is going to be so choppy because I'm going to have to. Whatever. You guys are going to get what you're going to get for this video, and deep apologies for that. But it's been a little bit of a rough few weeks around the house and just trying to catch up with stuff. Okay, so that's very hot. I'm not going to drink that yet. I'm going to put it here. I guess what we should do is actually, should we tour the house first? This is me procrastinating, not wanting to do this, and smelling the nasty grease that's over here from the chicken that my husband did, and the nasty grease over here from pot stickers that my husband cooked because I've not been up for cooking. And this garbage that really needs to be taken out. Yeah, let's do a house tour first. All right, so here's tour of the kitchen. This stuff is clean. Needs to be put up. Dirty. Reusable paper towels that I was lazy and just put on the top instead of putting up. Dirty muffins I made that I've already destroyed a lot of by eating them. Stuff that's just out. Dirty countertop. Dirty griddle. All right, let's see what else we need to do. Hello, tripod. And work stuff, my kids. What are those called? Water bottles. Tissue box that has one tissue in it. Some fruit I was going to eat that strangely look like balls. The humidifier that we can't leave in my kids' room because they play with it too much. Some recycling. Random wood to a snack thing. My good boy Max. Hey Max. You're a good boy. All right. This pile of laundry that needs to be put up. These were our hang dry things. The rest of this room isn't too bad. This rug was one of the things that got puked on, so it's been cleaned recently and put back down. And my son has been asking me to vacuum it ad nauseum, so it's actually decently clean right now. You can see we only have one cushion on our couch. That was a casualty to puke as well, but a casualty that had to be thrown out because those are not slip covers on there. They're not removable, and they didn't dry well enough, quickly enough to where I'm not sure that there's not mold growing in it, so I just tossed it out. All right, bathroom. This monstrosity of toothpaste and spit and the drain, spit everywhere. Hey y'all. So I might just do this area of the bathroom, and then maybe I will bleach the bathtub. It has been rinsed out so many times, but this is where I get all of the puke chunks off of the clothes. Oh, I need to grab this for laundry. I did already start a load of laundry because it just, if I don't do that, we can't function. Maybe I'll bleach this, maybe I won't. Maybe this will be like a 5-minute where I just clean this area because it's disgusting. Let's see, so far we're at kitchen, putting up this laundry that's been hanging dry, needed to be put up. What else? Just gonna toss that. Let's see, I need to turn down the bed and air that out. This is donate stuff. This is a bag I need to fix. Are we gonna do anything in here? This probably needs a good sweep. So maybe I'll do like 5 minutes in here, maybe 10, to get the bed aired out and maybe move these into a donation place because they've been driving me nuts out here. Maybe I'll take them out to the car. We'll see. All right, so I really need to clean the bathroom, but I need to do a deep clean of our bathroom. So I'm not going to do that right now. My kids put these on our little shoe bench. So cute. All right. So yeah. All right, y'all. I really do not want to do this kitchen, but I have to because I don't want to keep smelling it, and want to be able to cook something eventually in here. You know, maybe have some lunch. All right, I got to put on my big girl panties and just do it. Let me get a timer set on here. I think I will need 15 minutes in here to get it livable again, just based on the amount of dishes that I'll probably need to hand wash. Yeah, okay. Timer. Ooh, look, it's already at 15 minutes. Kismet. All right, and I'll see if I can figure out how to do like a countdown timer on the video, or maybe I'll speed it up. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right? Here we go. Oh, just kidding. It wants me to set it first. There we go. Now it's started. And did I definitely just throw that garbage bag in the garage to make it my husband's problem? Absolutely. Hey Max, you gonna help me clean? Don't judge me. Actually, I don't care. You can judge me. That's why people watch YouTube sometimes, right? Actually, I think the people who have watched my videos, maybe it's just because I don't have a lot of exposure yet, but I have yet to get the nasty comments, which is a little bit nice, and I will enjoy it while it lasts. I feel like once you've made it, you start getting the nasty comments. All right, yay. It only took me almost 2 minutes to do the trash. All right, now that that's not in the middle of the floor, let's do some of this other stuff. Oh, sorry, that was probably really loud. And apologies, I'm not very chatty. Maybe I'll try to find some music or something to put in here if I don't speed it up. But when I am particularly tired, I am naturally introverted. So I tend to be pretty quiet if I'm tired. Also, know I'm hyper aware of how many times I sniff. So I put my hand over there and I felt something really hot. I was like, oh gosh, is this griddle on? Of course it's not on, Sarah. It's not hooked up to any sort of electrical input. It's not like a ghost griddle or anything. It was my cup of tea that was hot that I was feeling the radiant heat from. Look at that, the dishwasher's full already. Let's go ahead and run it. That will help me get hot water to the sink quicker. Let me wipe off my hands because I can't stand touching the little dishwasher tablets with my hands being wet. They get sticky. All right, I need to hurry my bum up because I have about 6.5 minutes left. I'm gonna get a drink and then I'm gonna reposition y'all so that you can actually see what I'm doing. And this time I'll make sure I won't put you right behind my back. That's still incredibly hot. All right, first I want you guys to see how dirty the sink is. All right. Maybe that'll be a good angle. Maybe it won't. Let's try it out. If I didn't know that my husband had made smoothies for the kids over the weekend, I would be very suspicious about what I just cleaned off the sink, given all the sickness that has happened recently. All right. I only have 3.5 minutes now, so probably am gonna work past this timer, but y'all don't have to if we're doing this in real time. Never gonna get that open now. I'll just have to wash that tonight so I can take it into work tomorrow. All right, guys, and that's my timer, but I'm going to keep going just because I've got one more main pan to do after this that has been smelling up the kitchen and making me not feel awesome. And then obviously I'm not going to leave soapy dishes in the sink. But if you're following along and you wanted to clean something for 15 minutes and you feel like stopping, feel free to stop. You're done. You did it. And that is 15 minutes of cleaning that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise done. And now you get to watch me get this water everywhere, like I always do when I'm cleaning this griddle. Is anyone else able to do the dishes without absolutely soaking themselves or the floor? If you do that, let me know your tips and tricks for not just getting water absolutely everywhere. Maybe try this again since my hands aren't so soapy. Ah, success. Chunky tea. I should do it. I don't want to, but future Sarah will be happy later on that I did this now. That was gross. Honestly, I guess I should have rewatched Mac's video. Mac has massive channel, Midwest Magic Cleaning. Seems like a really great guy. But he had a video about motivation and like just the mindset of not that we have to clean or that we get to clean, but if we do clean, then we get to have a clean kitchen, or we get to have a nice space to cook in, or we get to have a sink that's open, and trying to think of things that way, which I feel like is a nice, positive way to think about things without like venturing into toxic positivity. It's like doing a favor for your future self, which is generally kind of how I try to think about things when I don't want to do them in the moment. Try to think of them as a favor to my future self. And then in the future, when something's easy for me, like if I set out my clothes for the next morning and I don't have to make that decision in the morning. Sorry guys for all the sniffs and gross swallowing sounds. I do appreciate it in that moment and thank myself for it, sometimes out loud. Thank past Sarah. Although regret is already setting in with this pan. I'm doing this now instead of waiting. Get some of this standing water up since I'm so messy with the dishes. It's just so gross everywhere. See, this is a little bit of my problem with the timer. And that's I mean, it does help with motivation. I will give it that. It helps with motivation. But then, like, I know there are other things that I need to do, but this is so gross that it's like, if I don't do it now, then I'm going to continue to think about it all day. And then I'm not really prioritizing what I need to do. All right. I'm going to move y'all over to the sink because I am going to. Oh, sorry. You guys hit the sink. See if you can. I don't know if you can see how disgusting that is or not, but let's at least wipe it off because there's random water on it here too, probably from those pans. Or maybe it's grease. I don't know. There's definitely grease on here. And now my sink's dirty again. Sorry guys, I am just in a mood today. But you know what? Sometimes we just have to deal with that and go about our business. So sorry if this is not a super uplifting video or happy or cheery. I am gonna get some spray here just because I don't want my husband to look at that and think it's clean because it has wipe marks on it. And then use the stove and then end up having nastiness smell up the house. So obviously this is just a wipe down. It's not a deep clean because I need to get to my next area and start a timer there. All right, that is good enough because I'm actually going to be the one cooking tonight, so I'll probably clean it off before I cook. All right, can probably tackle this in like 5 minutes. Now watch just all of my oops, stop, reset. Watch all of my time estimates just be super off. But we're going to try to do this in 5 minutes. All right, here we are. Ugh, my hands are like so nasty dry from just washing the dishes. Feels gross on these sweaters. Does anyone else have a texture thing with sweaters? And yes, this is the same type of sweater, just in 2 different colors. I don't go clothes shopping that often because I find it very frustrating. I find it difficult to find stuff that fits, which I think is true of every woman because sizing is just like a dream in America, at least. It needs to be hung up. But yeah, so when I find something that feels okay, I try to get a couple of them. That needs to be hung up. And my husband actually prefers his sweaters to be hung up, except for one in particular, so those will get hung up. You can tell it's been cold because those are my 3 warmest sweaters that I own. Look at hung up. Some of this wasn't hang dry. Some of it was the last puke load that I did, which is why there's kind of random stuff in it. Like a random towel and one set of PJs. All right, you have about a minute to hang these things up and then put everything up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these up. All right, 3 shirt hangers and 1 pants hanger. All right, my timer's going off, but again, I'm just gonna finish up. The second sweater had my husband's work logo on it, which I definitely don't want to show, so that's why I'm being weird about stacking it. All right. I'm just gonna go take these in my room and toss them on the bed, because that's where we're going next. Same with these. All right, let's just finish putting this stuff up where it goes. Oh, sorry, I just hit you guys, or at least the mic. Praying that it's not going to be super clicky so that editing this won't be horrific. All right, one's mine. And pants are mine. Let's hang those up. If you guys have seen my bedroom closet declutter, I mentioned how distracted I was by this. I did tidy it a little bit earlier today. But I think I'm at the point where I will say something to my husband and ask that he deals with the pile. But I did file some of our insurance stuff from all the claims that we finally got through last year with our roof leak and all the other storm damage we had. All right. I'm gonna sit down and get a drink for a minute. All right, sorry about the swallowing sounds, I'll edit that out. So in here, let me close my closet door. In here, I want to make sure I turn down my bed. There's also a lot of dust bunnies on the floor. So I'll probably clean those up and get this out. And unfortunately, this bag got puked on, but then when it went through the wash, it did not do well in the wash, so I'm going to have to patch this. I might get a fun patch for it, though. Or maybe I'll use... I have some of this fabric that I got for a different project that my daughter wanted me to do, and then I started doing it, and she's like, nope, I don't want to do that anymore. So maybe I'll patch it with some of this fabric since I have this fabric. That would be pretty. That one might be pretty. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, that's not today though, because no. But I'll put it on my cart of things to do and things I don't know where else to store. Still haven't looked up where to get rid of my sharps yet. All right, I think with taking the book boxes and donation boxes over here out to my car, I'll probably, in sweeping, not doing the bathroom, I'll probably need 10 minutes for this. So let me go ahead. And switch this to 10 minutes. Okay. And then, it's not, I wanted to do the kids' bathroom, that sink area. That should only take 5 minutes. I'll see how I'm feeling after this. I'm starting to feel pretty run down. Yeah, I'll see how I feel after this. I think I can probably power through, but let me see. Okay, I just had this sick feeling in my stomach, like, oh gosh, I don't think I've been filming any of this. Not that it would really matter, but darn it, where'd my timer go? Timer. Okay, 10 minutes. Here we go. Let me just turn on the bed first. All right, bed turned down. Then I guess I will take the books towards. Here, turn you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. This stuff right here. It's mostly books, but then there's just a little bit of donate. I might put this guy in our storage closet. Actually, move you over to the side a little bit. But I'll take the book bins out to the car. Just kidding, I found other books and stuff to donate in the storage closet where I was able to fill up the rest of that box, so I will take everything out to the car. My trunk's gonna be really full soon. Y'all, it's still really flipping cold out there. I'm too lazy to put on a coat though, or shoes. Sorry. This is what the last box looks like now. Let's go inside, Max. Excuse me, buddy. All right. Hope you guys found that interesting, staring at the floor. Let's get you back up. Please pardon the heavy breathing. An okay view, maybe. All right, I have 3 minutes. Well, I just put you on the doorway. I'll take that out last thing. But I'm gonna dust a little bit before I sweep. It's because I have not dusted in a very long time. in here. Maybe that's why I'm partially so sniffly. That was dusty. And my heat's on. That's why if you just saw a big puff of dust come up, it came off of the table, and then the air coming out of the heating vent hit it. This is what's really dusty over here. And we've got way too much stuff on this thing for me to be good about keeping it dusted regularly like I used to. But a quick dusting is better than no dusting. All right. And I do need to go through that bookcase and get rid of some stuff. All right. My husband and I did have our monthly date yesterday. So we went on a hike, even though it was also cold. It was my turn to plan it, and we used to hike a lot when we were dating, so I thought it'd be nice to go for a hike since we can't really do that with our kids at their current ages. Or it would not be fun for us. I know a lot of people go hiking with very young children, but let me rephrase that. We can, it would just not be fun for us. So we'll get them in that habit when they're a little bit older. And there's my timer. But where all these shoes are is very dusty under here. You see that? And this baseboard under here is very dusty. What's this? A penny. So rich. All right. And I wear these a little bit more often than my other shoes, so it's easier to not have them under the bed. All right. That was the big area I wanted to do. All right. Like I said, this had not been swept in quite some time. A huge pile of books I need to reference and read through. A lot of those are vintage homemaking books or cleaning routine books that I'm looking through. Doing some research for y'all to see if I can try out some. I do have a vintage tip video that I'm going to do soon regarding food organization. So that'll be coming up, but it's just not ready yet. It's taking me a while to put together the material for it. And then I want to use it for a while so I can, sorry, I just smacked the snot out of you guys. I want to use it for a while so I can give you guys a review of like if it works, you know, for modern day kind of life or not. But I think it's a good one. I think it's going to be helpful to me, but that video is probably going to be like a month down the road or so. All right. What is this? Big stuck-on thing that I'll have to get a wet wipe or something for. So I'm not going to worry about it now because my timer's up and I'm tired and there's one more spot I need to do. All right. Gosh, I missed that corner. All right, look at that. Nasty. All right, I'm going to go throw this away. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to put these up in the closet. And then I might just leave that there because I need to switch over laundry and there might be hang dry stuff. So what's the point of putting it up just to get it back out like 5 minutes later? Let me put these up in the closet. All right, y'all, as a reminder, we are just doing this countertop sink area. And the mirror and everything else is going to wait until another time. Okay. All right. 5 minutes. And this is just vinegar and water because I'm too lazy to go get glass cleaner. And I'm not going to zoom in because most of it's already gone anyway. So the wipe is not that satisfying. All right. Let me shift y'all down. See if I can get you. What's a good angle? Does that work for y'all? I'm gonna go with it. Just gonna go ahead and remember this nozzle being weird. Go ahead and spray this bleach if it will spray. In here, it's very drippy. Yeah, that's not great. No wonder the rug got bleached. And my husband did some cleaning in here. All right, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna let that sit. I'll zoom y'all out a little bit so you can see me. Cleaning the rest of this while that sits. You can see our little ant trap that we have. They're just a little sugar ants. I feel like we get them once a year, but usually it's in summer. They've decided to come in again in winter this year. Yuck. Since I touched that with this rag, I will make sure that this rag gets washed after this instead of reusing it. All right. What else was over here? All right. Sorry if that was blocking y'all. Let's zoom back in here. Excellent. That was a little aggressive. And my timer is done, but this is actually the last thing I'm doing, so that's okay timing. Alright, stop. Yeah. Stop. Y'all. I'm struggling. Alright, now it's not gonna go off again. Alright, folks. So I spent 5 minutes and some change cleaning here. No more spit on the mirror. The faucet. We're in the sink. We didn't touch any of this, although this isn't too bad cleanliness wise. All right, let's see. Just before this, we did the bedroom. You can see the waiting laundry that I need to switch over. It's the bedroom. So we got rid of the boxes down here. And I left that up just because I mid laundry. Didn't do anything about the pile of books, but got the sheets turned back so that the bed can air out. Found a penny. And we swept the floor here. So that's looking much better. And tidied the shoes under there. Oh, sorry, my finger's getting in the way. Rookie mistake. So that's looking better. And took care of the hang dry laundry that was on the couch and the last of the puke cycle. All right. Then into the kitchen. I wasn't able to get to the table here. But that's okay. A lot of it's stuff that I'm working with now. Got my hand wash cleaned but not dried. Got the dishwasher started. Sink is cleaner-ish, but not actually clean. Got stuff in the drain there that I'll have to scoop out later. My cup of tea. Did a wipe down of the stove, but these countertops are still dirty and not great. Which I'm okay with for the moment. I'll probably wipe those off after I get lunch. So, just give you guys an overview of the kitchen. Thanks for coming along on this clean with me. I hope you guys were able to get a few areas in your house checked off, and we all discovered how bad I am at estimating time for these tasks. But thanks for watching to the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.